What is going on, people? So this is the first YouTube video I have recorded in a very long time. Yeah, it's been months, hasn't it? Literally been months. I don't really know why they stopped, to be honest. I think just sort of post prep last year, it kind of got to the point where I didn't feel like I had as much to document. Work started getting a little bit busier, that kind of thing. So yeah, they kind of just faded out and focus has moved elsewhere. But we are back now, especially with the 2020 season looking like it's going to be a long one for me. There's definitely going to be a lot to document, and I just plan on showing you guys most of what goes on with obviously the remainder of my off season with prep. And then just sort of general day-to-day life as well, try and give you a little bit more of an insight. So, current situation for me at the minute, we are very deep into the off-season. 7 weeks yesterday, we start prep, so about 7 weeks until prep starts. Currently at the heaviest body weight I've been, so this morning was 261, 261 pounds, and I'll put my check-in pictures up this morning that I sent to Josh. So this is current body composition at 261 pounds, which is by far the best position I've ever been in. It's pretty safe to say this off-season has been a productive one. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been documenting a lot of it on there anyway, so you've probably seen how that's been going. But yeah, this off-season's definitely been the most productive that I've had, and that's just through being as meticulous as possible, ticking boxes, doing what Josh says, and training hard in the gym. So that's the current position we're in. 7 weeks to go. Currently cruising from an anabolic perspective, so cruising until we need to drop the hammer for prep, just to get all health markers back in check, to get my body rested and just recovered. Give it a little bit of time off, to be honest, because I've been pushing pretty hard into the end of 2019 and the start of 2020, so it's going to be good to give my body a little bit of time just to chill out a bit. I say that like I'm going to take a step back from training. I'm not. The only thing that's going to change really is I'll probably move from a 3-on-1 off split to a 2-on-1 off. And when I make that move will be when I feel like my recovery is detrimented to the point that I need to make the move. Obviously with the anabolics pulled away, recovery is one thing that will start to take a hit, so that's something that we'll look to change. But otherwise, we'll keep pushing food up. We will keep trying to slap as much tissue on as possible before prep. And then it's a pretty long season coming up. I've got a lot of shows planned. First one being in July. And the last one's looking to be October, November time. So yeah, long season, but definitely ready for it, feeling the best place possible physically and mentally to get this prep underway. So yeah, that's current situation. With what we've got going on today, we have just eaten meal one and done client check-ins this morning, so that's kind of my morning routine, just to get check-ins done. Majority of my workload done from like 5:30 till 8 o'clock in the morning, and then after that get meal one in, and the rest of the day is kind of mine to do training, to eat, to work on other aspects of the business, and then obviously to get content out to you guys now as well. So today we are in the gym for a push session. I'm training with a couple of online clients today, so I'll hopefully be able to get a lot of footage with regards to that session. Currently nursing a little bit of a chest injury. I have some superficial nerve damage and a little bit of fascia damage as well in my right pec at the top. That's why in the progress pictures you'll have seen it's all taped up. So yeah, pressing training is still, I can still train. I just have to not be stupid. It's not actual muscle damage, so the muscle moves well, and I can still work and progress it, but it just it hurts. It's just painful. The fascia and the nerve damage is just painful, so I have to work around that well. But we are now going to go and get pre-workout, intra-workout, that kind of stuff ready. Then we're going to head off to the gym, get this session in, and later on in the video, I'll probably give you guys a little bit of an update as to what's been going on since the last YouTube video and what we're looking at doing moving forward.
Big one in. Let's go. Get out of there. Get out. Yes. Get out.
So that is push done. I only videoed a couple of movements, the bigger movements, just because, not that push is boring, but the movements later on in the session definitely aren't as fun to watch. So I thought I'd just video top sets on the bigger stuff, just so you guys can see sort of where I'm up to numbers wise. The gym that we just trained at as well, Modified Fitness, that is my new home gym, so that's where all my sessions are out of at the minute. Literally unreal gym, stacked full of kit and always getting more kit in as well. So I will tag their Instagram in the description below, but yeah, that is where all the sessions are going to be out of. Really good session with Connor, one of my online clients, and James, who I've been training with a lot recently as well. It's good to be training with people who are kind of on the same wavelength, love beating themselves up in the gym, love getting the work done. So that's what I've been trying to do a lot recently, and I definitely do think it's helped with my sessions and my progress and the numbers that I've been able to hit. But we are going to get started on post-workout meal now. So the journey home from the gym is about 20 minutes, and then I have a shower, so let's say like 10 more minutes. So it's normally like 30-35 minutes after my workout before I start making my post-workout meal, then let's say like 45 minutes after before I start eating it. I like leaving that much time after I've worked out, simply because it helps just let my body relax a little bit. My heart rate will come down. You know, I'm just not as like excitable and just sort of just come out of the session, so my body's a little bit more relaxed. It's a little bit more at a baseline level with everything. And then obviously as I go to eat and I get my food in, it kind of just digests better and sits better in my body because I'm a little bit more chilled out. But I'm not going to go into my meals too much today, just because that's going to make for another video, just because of how many there are and how much food I'm eating at the minute. But training day food is at around about 5,500 calories at the minute. And one thing I will say is, if this cereal is not your #1 rotation cereal, then I don't really know what you're doing, because I am addicted to Lucky Charms. The only problem is they're like £4 a box, and when you're going through a box every 2 days, it adds up. But I don't exactly go mad on anything else, so I don't mind spending my money on Lucky Charms. But yeah, post-workout meal now, a little bit more work, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. So I kind of knew there wasn't going to be much going on in this video other than working, training session, but I wanted it to be a little bit more just like an introduction as to sort of what I've been doing and getting back into the videos, because I am going to be working with Ollie again as well, the videographer who I was working with last time, and hopefully we'll be able to get some really good content. I've got a session with him tomorrow actually, so we're going to get back to sort of like the training content, a couple of edits, things like that. And hopefully just be able to give you a little bit more of an insight into my off-season training, and then how training will change or maybe not change so much moving into prep. Obviously with what I've been up to since last season, like I said, I had a bit of an enjoyable summer, went a bit over the top, not gonna lie. So towards October time, October-November, me and Josh decided to do a pretty aggressive mini cut. We pulled down from 260 to about 233, which was pretty decent body composition at that point. And then from there we pushed back up, and that was from December time to now, which is the end of November time to now, which is end of January. Geez, couldn't even think that. The end of January, and we're currently sat this morning at 260 again. So I have put the weight I lost in the mini cut back on, but body composition is massively improved now. I am in the best position possible that I could be in for an off season, and I'm really happy with it. I will try and get some comparison pictures up now of when I started the mini cut versus the end of the mini cut, and then the end of the mini cut versus now. So obviously you'll be able to see the difference between the 260 that I was after summer and the 260 that I am now. Basically, the way that we managed the off-season phase was a lot more meticulously. We pushed food up slowly. I adhered to a T to everything that Josh told me to do, and I'm actually the strongest I've ever been right now as well. And obviously that just goes to show how much of an impact training and progressive overload can have to the progress that you make as well. But moving forward from now, obviously I want to try and hammer out the content on here again, as well as other social media platforms. And with prep coming up in like 7 weeks, I'm obviously going to have a little bit more time on my hands to do so. Work's been hectic towards the start of the year, but I have got much more control of that now. And basically the plan for this year is going to be a massive season with a decent amount of shows. I'm talking like 6-7 shows hopefully, to keep growing as a person, as an individual, to keep growing the business, so Team Conditioned and all my clients just keep growing as well, and yeah, just to have a really good year. I thought this would be a cool way to get back into the YouTube content and just sort of let you know what's going on at the minute and what has been going on, and there's a hell of a lot more content coming. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I forgot to say that because I am rusty right now, but I'll get better.